Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to continue working on the E30 wiring. Kind of messed with it yesterday a little bit, but got distracted. Got the new mic. Super excited about it. Been messing with the sound, I'm gonna be honest. It's been a day. Between yesterday and today, I kind of just trying to get it to sound good for you guys. So, and then last night when I posted my video, I don't know what I was thinking. Something happened, but I ended up, it restarted after 15 minutes, but then some of the videos got displaced in different places and out of order. So I did post the revised or a new video, I guess you would say. But that being said, we are now going to shorten this wiring harness, get it into that wire loom holder, and make this look better. There's a potential that I will have to go plow some snow for somebody later, but for right now, we're gonna focus on this. So come along for the ride. So yesterday, I ended up figuring out the 3 wires for the oil level sensor, which is obviously not connected. I knew that one because the OBC, well, not the OBC, the check panel on the roof of the car inside was lit up, and 2, the wires are right here. So I'm going to move you a little bit closer here. There we go. So, but now we're going to take all this craziness and we're going to yip this thing short, right, to get rid of all this wiring. And then I'm probably going to shorten these as well because I want those to fit right in there. I was going to de-pin everything and shorten them that way, but probably just going to heat shrink and solder. So we'll see what happens here, but let's get to it. All right, I got my soldering torch heating up right now. We're going to attempt to solder these together. It's not the way I really want to do it normally. I like to just repin everything, but it's just not going to work right now. I'm trying to just do this for the time being. So we're just going to solder these together like so. And then we're just going to heat shrink it. So this will be one of many wires that'll get cut. This one's actually getting extended. The rest of them are going to get shortened. I just hope this heat shrink goes small enough. It should. But the color wire is blue-green. So I had a green wire, I just grabbed it, and we're going to use that. But, yeah, so the other thing is this black wire gets looped into here. I'll pull this out. This goes, that goes into there too. So, all right, so we want that sucker to go way over there. All right, so now we're going to take this, bring it over there, take this fancy thing. If you've never seen one of these, I'll show you this. So this fancy thing, you push up on them and it holds the wire, right? So we go to solder it. It holds the wire, and then you put the other wire in and clamp it, and pretty sweet. Has a magnet on the bottom, so you can just, and then your hands, basically hand-free, you know, your hands-free. You can do more than one at a time. It's got 2 sides. It's kind of sweet. I barely ever use it though, be honest. So I'm shortening these wires, as you can see that. Um, it's gonna attach, we're gonna zip tie it to here to try and keep it out of the way because the relays are gonna go here. And then you'll see, it'll all start to come together. The wiring mess is getting less and less. So as you can see, I got the relays set in place now. Just a little bit more wire to shorten, and then we're gonna take and just compress a lot of this. This actually needs to go underneath the intake. That's the way it's actually supposed to be run, and versus being up here doing all kinds of dumbness. So we're gonna do that, and then because this goes to there, and then this is supposed to go to the intake air temp sensor, I think, which is not connected. This is for the O2 sensor, which they have that run underneath the intake, which I mean, you probably could have ran it over to the other side, but I don't really know. But these OBD1 cars, they're a little bit different than the OBD2s. But anyways, so yeah, so this is kind of just in the middle of the road now, but we got most of this shortened. Got a little bit more to do yet, and then we'll be set to go and get this thing out of the way. So got most of the wires shortened now. So what I'm gonna do is actually just gonna take a zip tie, get underneath all of this stuff, and I'm just gonna try and get underneath it all, and I'm just gonna try and zip tie it just to compress it. Because it's got to fit underneath this cover, and we'll be able to do it. Looks like there's a zip tie here we're gonna get rid of. But it'll compress enough to get in there. I've actually done this where I didn't go as crazy and short all the wires and made it all fit. But the important thing is to use good zip ties. These zip ties have they have a metal clip inside of them versus just a plastic one. And then these are close, they're flush cut cutters, so you don't have to worry about snagging your fingers on them or nothing, cutting your wrists up, you know? So, throw this up here. I'm just gonna do this. I still need to do some stuff over there yet, but this is just wanted to show you guys some progress has been made. But like this, we're gonna run this down and it's gonna go over there. But for now, it's just gonna hang out. I just realized I'm probably blocking you guys. There we go. Now you guys can get it real close. Look at what's going on here. Just gonna squeeze it. Try and get underneath it all. And then there we go. Hopefully this is compressed enough. Should be. Oh, I left a little nubby on there. Okay. Compress. So the E30 M3s and the 318 IESs actually came with this wiring harness cover, and the difference was, though, the second cover that goes over here in the second location for a battery tray is the ticket, right? So the 318 ISs did not have the cover that you're about to see when I install that. All right, we're going to cut this zip tie. I don't know why I keep throwing stuff over there. Trash can's behind me. Or behind you guys, actually. So, right, so now we got most of this zip tied up. Okay. I have one more wire over here I need to deal with. And then this will be, just gonna put this, woo, drop the nut. Almost caught it though. I don't know if you guys saw that. It danced around on my hand for a split second. I don't know if this is the right, it is. Okay, so there's that. I think we got enough of it compressed. I don't really like how this is because even though when the cover's on it, you're still going to see it, the wiring, but it looks much better than what it was, which is just this menagerie of wires. But I don't know if I want to run it. What is that? They broke the drain for the... Broken anyway, so... they broke the drain for the, oh, I can't even think of what it's called now. The, rain tray. Man, my brain today ain't working. So, anyways, all right, so I got a wire here that I apparently left really, really long. I am gonna zip tie that up, and then I need to heat shrink butt connect this one wire over here. But this has to go underneath the intake. I don't know if I can sneak it by. I might have to undo everything over here and what I just did over there, but I want it under there, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this back off. Take this back off. Set it there for now. And then actually we gotta come back over there. And we're gonna take this back off. I hate loosening and tightening these plastic nuts because you just never know how many more tightens you're gonna get out of them. They sometimes aren't the best. All right, I had a pry bar. I think I put it away. Oh, no, there it is. It's right in front of me. Okay, so just gonna slide this. How did I do that earlier? I like shoved it down in there with my... There we go. There we go, got it. Okay, so this wire's where I want it to go now, which goes to the this connector, which is underneath here, which I don't know why they ran it the way they did, but I don't ask questions. I just fix things. Just fix things. We'll probably have to go underneath the car and have to probably go underneath the car and zip tie this all up because getting to it from here is not ideal. But so I don't know. There's one of these connectors goes to the intake air temp sensor, which should be. Oh no, never mind. I guess it doesn't. I don't know where that one goes. Maybe that's reverse lights. Maybe that is reverse lights because E36s, I believe, if I remember correctly, the signal for reverse lights comes through the engine harness versus an E30, that signal for reverse actually comes from the body side. For those that didn't know. But anyways, we are about where we need to be here. Oh, you know what? I can't connect that. I need to put the thing on. All right, hang on. So there's a good chance we might have to trim this here. Usually I have to, especially with the M50 manifolds, they hit. But let me back you guys up here. Put you over here. Sorry, getting all crooked on you. But yeah, so this is going to go on here. But I think I'm going to have to, I know I'm going to have to trim it. It's just what the way it is. I just want to mark it. Grab a Sharpie. Use a Sharpie here, and so I think if we just trim this one spot, it should be okay. Let me see about this. Alrighty. I have it trimmed. I believe it's gonna fit now. I'll show you. My nose is running. So to clear the M50 manifold, you got to trim it out, grind this down a little bit, but I think we got it. I think it's going to go on. So it has to go up and over the top first and then down. Just kind of got to make sure you get it into all the right places. No, I just dropped that. Anyways, we'll get this in a second. There it is. I dropped my thing. Got it now. I also dropped that thing. That's what I was looking for earlier. I don't know that they had this connected. I don't know that it matters. But this thing was connected to this, so we're just reconnect it. I don't know. My nose is running. Man, excuse me. But this probably has to be the best one that I've fitted in a long time. I don't know. It fits really nice there. So now the fun part is we got to get this to fit there. So, but yeah, it's actually sitting really, really nice. So, but we'll have to finish this wiring, tuck that in there, and then this little grommet gets pulled out, and then what I like to do is just tighten down this ground, which we can do right now. I like to tighten down this ground. I really like to hide them underneath, but I don't know that I can do it with this one. We'll just leave them up top here. But I like to sneak them as close to the firewall as possible and tighten them down. But I do believe we got to tighten this power. And we got, just got to zip tie that. And we got one more wire to connect, and then this can go on. Got everything tucked up real nice. We now have to pull back the hood seal. And there's a grommet down here. Just need to confirm which one gets removed. And it's the one I thought. Tried to remove it earlier. I couldn't get it out. Might have to grab a different sort of pick than what I'm trying to use. But there's just like this, there's like a body grommet thing in here. Just comes out. Then this actually has to go underneath this. Sometimes you can sneak them in, but probably not going to be able to. Going to have to pull this off without breaking it. Oh, it's always so scary because I've broken so many of these. Okay. Because they're just plastic. These are such a pain to get in here. But once they're in, they're not bad. We're just going to have to take it completely off, I think. Yeah. I'm just going to have to take it completely off, and then should be able to get it in here. Let me pop this side off quick. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. There. All right. Now we should be able to get this in here. So this goes down here. Well, maybe not. This power cable is fighting me. See, normally this power cable goes up and across. So I have to just bring it up here for now. So I'm just gonna find a hole for this chicken thing. Get in there. There we go. There's that one. No, over here. There it is. Let's just trim this a little bit here. Okay. So just trimmed it up a little bit to get that power wire in, because normally the power wire should go down this way and then down to the starter. But let me move you guys over here, over to the tripod. Maybe. Oh, sorry. All right, there we go. Now, let's finish this off by putting this cover on. So again, it's important you try and get every top has to go on first, and then the bottom. So you just make sure you get the top, then the bottom, and then this one over here. There we go. There it is. Like it's supposed to be there. So I've done these a bunch of times on 24 valve swaps, but I've also done it for the like an M20. Like you can, if you do it right, you can get it in there. But so now we can get this in here. Need a 13 on an impact, which I have right here. So zip, zap, go to the other side. Zap. And, oh, just realized I took the wrong one off over there. Yeah, you took the wrong off. I need this one off. Right. That's fine, we can do it over here. So these fit kind of tight, especially if the car is bent. Now this car I don't think is bent, but I've had them where the car's completely like it. You can't even mount it. I had a car that the sway bars were, or the strut towers were swayed in 2.5 inches. So here we go. All right. Yeah, I know the impact's probably not the right tool to use here, but it works. So now let me take you guys for a spin here. Oh, hang on. Now we got it sitting real nice. It's not a jumbled mess. Still a little bit of a mess over here, but this is just, I don't know. They did some weird stuff, but much nicer. Actually looks like somebody did something. All right, guys, it's all tucked away. Looking real good. I wiped some stuff off real quick. It's still filthy, but I just wanted to make it look better. But I got the phone call to go do some plowing at a residence that I used to mow grass for. So we are gonna load up the tractor, which I gotta dig my trailer out because I didn't think I was gonna need it, but dig my trailer out, strap this bad boy down, and we're gonna go for a drive. I'm gonna take you guys with me, but as far as stuff done in the shop for today, E30's done for now. We'll have to tackle some other things later, but let's go for a ride. It was nice hanging out with you guys today. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment how you like the audio. I'm trying to work on adjusting it still. I think it sounds pretty good though. But I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay.